And good afternoon and welcome to the Township of Roxbury, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Baseball Middle School. Mike Formisano here calling today's action. Thank you so much for joining us as we have added middle school baseball to the lineup of sports here for Pope John Athletics on the channel here on Facebook Live, and we're glad we're with you. This is game number 1 of the season for the Pope John Junior Lions, and there you get set to take on the Roxbury Gaels. So we will get lineups and positions for you as the game goes on. We do have the roster as well as the names and numbers for Pope John, and we'll just go with numbers for Roxbury. So start out with the roster for Pope John. Number 12 is Andrew Bodie. Number 10 is James Bortnick. Number 9, Kay Collins. 11 is Vincenzo Dispenseri. Number 28, Liam Duda. 20 is Jake Kloss. 17, Louis Mazzoni. Number 6 is Ryan Sapolsky. Number 15, Matthew Staub. 7 is Michael Trendafeloff. 8, Emmett Vargo. Number 22, Matthew Zolik. Number 23 is Ronnie Ziegler. The manager for the Pope John Junior Lions is Sal Dispenseri. Assistant coach is Jesse Kopelskis, Nori Goons, and Vinny Intenzo. The athletic director is Brian Carlson. And I am Mike Formisano. We are here live at the Township of Roxbury Field in Roxbury, New Jersey, just a stone's throw away from Eisenhower Middle School, home of the Roxbury Gaels, as they set to host the Pope John Junior Lions. And the Gaels going ahead and taking the field. And Pope John will send up their leadoff batter, number 7, Michael Trendafeloff.
You got the ball, right? All right, cool. Don't hit me. Coach, play conference, please.
So with Roxbury, we'll go with numbers for the position players. The pitcher for the Roxbury Gaels is number 8, with the catcher being number 2. Number 8 is the last name of Machiga. We'll go first base is number 1, number 13. Shortstop number 6 for Roxbury, number 12, third baseman, and then the outfield from there. So we'll update the positions as we go along. But again, Michael Trendafeloff will lead off for Pope John. Top of the first inning, Roxbury and Pope John here. Right behind home plate, with the fencing in the way, so we'll try and accommodate you as best as possible for that. On the umpire's end, the coaches, managers talking things over. And number 8 for Roxbury, the starting pitcher today, is almost done with his warm-up pitches. And then the Pope John Junior Lions season will start up. Pope John and Roxbury here in Roxbury, New Jersey, in a beautiful afternoon here in northern New Jersey. You would think about a week ago, with all the rain and all the cold weather, that it would start interfering with the spring sports, and that is not the case. About a day ago, right after the solar eclipse, it got warm. Yesterday it was about 80 degrees, and today a perfect 68, 69 degrees, and we are set for baseball right here. So as we go along, we'll update the lineup for you and the positions for the Pope John players. And again, with names and numbers, we have those. We'll try and get a sneak peek of the lineups as we go along, as the season goes through. Upcoming schedule for Pope John, as we have that here as well. Looks like it's about 8 or 9 games scheduled. The next game on the list is going to be next Tuesday, April 16th, and that's at Rockaway, the Rockaway Rams at Thomas Jefferson Middle School. And then at Whippany, April 18th against the Memorial Vikings. Our first home game of the season, Monday, April 22nd, and that will be against the Mount Olive Marauders. So we'll give you the rest of the schedule as we go along. Leading off for Pope John here in the top of the first, Michael Trendafeloff. He steps into the batter's box. The pitcher for Roxbury underway. First pitch comes in. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. Trying to fellow wearing number 7 for Pope John with the red helmet. Here's the pitch by number 8. Inside. 2-0. First game of the season for Pope John Junior Lions taking on the Roxbury Gaels. Now the pitch. Inside again. 3-0.
Hey, good target. Let's go. Go, kid. Go down.
Fouled back by trying to fell off, and that makes the count 3-1. I want to thank the coaches and the manager for Pope John again, the coaching staff and the umpires for setting everything up here for us to be able to call this game. And we are glad that you're with us. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. Cut the inside corner. And that brings the count full, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Now the pitch. In there, called strike 3. So, trying to fill off down on strikes as he was caught looking. And that'll bring up number 12, Andrew Bodie. Bodie, a right-handed batter with blue helmet. Pope John in their blue uniforms, blue jerseys, white pants with blue trim and blue socks. Roxbury in their blue and yellow jerseys and white pants. Pitch in there, call strike. 0-1. So after going down 3-0 to try to fill off, the pitcher for Roxbury has settled in. Now the pitch. Strike 2. Outside corner. And Bodie down 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. It's in the dirt, so he goes to first. And the catcher throws to first to record the out. And 2 are down here in the top of the first. Well, that'll bring up number 6 for Pope John, Ryan Shapolsky. Shapolsky, another right-handed batter for the Lions. Here's the pitch, low and away, ball 1. Got the outside corner, 0-2. Here's the pitch, low in the dirt, ball 1. On deck for Pope John, number 8, Emmett Vargo. And now the pitch, fouled away, right behind home plate. That'll keep the count 1-2. Just underway here in the Township of Roxbury, just a stone's throw away from Eisenhower Middle School. Now the pitch, in there, called strike 3, and a 1-2-3 inning for Roxbury. So, at the end of a half inning, it's Pope John, no score, Roxbury coming to bat. We'll be back right after this.
Hustle up. We got him. Yep, yeah.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury here in New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's action as Pope John Junior Lions are taking on the Roxbury Gaels. Bottom of the first inning, and starting pitcher for Pope John is Matthew Zolik, and he is getting warmed up right now before facing the Roxbury Gaels. Catcher will be number 8 for Pope John, and that will be Evan Vargo. At first base, number 15, Matthew Staub. At second base, trying to get the numbers here, number 12, Andrew Bodie. Shortstop, number 6, Ryan Spolsky. And number 11, Vincenzo Dispenseri, is the third baseman. In the outfield, number 17, Louis Bozzoni in left field. So number 7 go out there to the outfield. Michael Trendafiloff in center field. And over in right is number 27. And I don't have a number for 27 out there. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that updated as we go along. So anyway, number 22, Matthew Zolik, pitching for Pope John. We're in the bottom of the first inning. No score as Roxbury was able to take care of the Lions. 1, 2, 3. And so leading off is number 14 for the Roxbury Gaels. So the batter steps in, another right-handed batter. 4 in a row now, 3 for Pope John and 1 for Roxbury. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in there, called strike. Zolik able to find the strike zone on the first pitch. And we're underway here in the bottom of the first. 0-1. Now the pitch. And a pop-up just into center field. And Pope John makes the catch. High fly ball and 1 down. And that'll bring up number 5 for Roxbury. My apologies. Once we get the players' names and numbers down, it'll be a little easier to go through the action. But with game number 1 of the season and getting the roster, we're trying to learn it as best as possible. Here's the first pitch by Zolik. Low and away, ball 1. One down here, bottom of the first. Zolik looks in. Now kicks, fires. Behind the batter. And so that'll make it 1-1.
Two balls, no strikes.
Well, my fault. I missed on the first pitch. That's actually 2-0. Got a pitch. Ball. 3-0. Zolik toes the rubber. 3-0 count for Roxbury. Not a pitch. Low and away, ball 4. And so our first base runner of the game is number 5. Takes a walk. And that'll bring up number 6 for the Gaels. 1 down, runner on first. Bottom of the first inning, no score between Pope John and Roxbury. We're glad you're with us here in northern New Jersey for this afternoon ball game here in mid-April. First game of the season for Pope John, and we got our first lefty batter in the game as well. Here's a pitch by Zolik, outside, 1-0. Zolik with a pickoff move to first. He fakes. And the runner goes back. Now the runner takes off for second. In there. Oh, it's a ball. And the throw down to second. And the base runner for Roxbury beats it. Pretty much stole that off the jump. As the pitch was coming in, he was about halfway to second base, so. Now the pitch by Zolik. Outside. 3-0 count. So Zolik getting in some trouble here in the bottom of the first inning. Got a runner on second. 3-0 to the hitter. And sliced foul down the third base line, out of play. Three and 1 count. Zolik looks in. Now to pitch. Outside, ball 4. So that puts runners on first and second for Roxbury. And now number 13 in the cleanup spot with 1 down. Looking to give Roxbury the first lead of the game. First and second, 1 down. Bottom of the first, no score between Pope John and Roxbury. Here's a pitch by Zolik and a high fly ball deep to left field. Pope John going back, and it's over his head. And that'll play at least 1 run, if not 2. Throw into the cutoff man, and Roxbury's able to score 1 run. And that gives the Gaels a 1-0 lead. Shot to left field over the head of number 18 for Pope John. And so they're able to, Roxbury's able to take the lead on that double. So now second and third, 1 down still. Now the pitch over the head of the batter. 1-0. It's number 10 for Roxbury. So a couple of walks and then a double to left field has put the Gaels up 1-0. Second and third is just still threatening. Over the head again, and that'll make it 2-0. Catcher number 8, Emmett Vargo, wants to talk to Zolik. Try and settle him down. Again, this is game number 1 of the season for Pope John. And the middle school schedule's got about 9 or 10 games, so we'll try and cover what we can for you. We'll also be covering lacrosse throughout the spring as well. The River Lax tournament coming up for Pope John Junior Lions lacrosse team this Sunday from Delaware Valley, Pennsylvania. Here's a pitch by Zolik. Inside, 3-0 as number 10 hits the turf. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 4. So the bases are loaded as the ball gets away from Vargo. Zolik comes in to cover home plate just in case the runner from third got any ideas. Bases loaded. Zolik has worked himself into a jam here in this bottom of the first. Already down 1-0. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Number 11 at the plate here for Roxbury. Gaels scored their run on a double to left field. Bags are full. Now to pitch. High and outside. 1-1. The batter steps back into the box. Zolik from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And high fly down to left field, out of play. Down the third base line and slice foul. Oh, 1-2. One down here in the bottom of the first. Zolik with the pitch. In there. Called strike 3. Number 11 doesn't like it. And that'll give Pope John the second out of the inning. Zolik caught the outside corner there. And now 2 down as number 24 steps into the batter's box for Roxbury. Base is full of Gaels. Pope John looking to limit the damage to 1 run. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Zolik fooled him on that breaking ball. And it would be a boost for Pope John to be able to get out of this inning with just the 1 run scored against him. Zolik winds, kicks, fires inside. 1-1. Now the pitch. Dribbler. Down the third base side. Zolik fields, throws home, and he got him. Great play by Zolik to get the runner coming home. And Vargo making sure he kept his foot on home plate for the force out. So, Pope John escapes with just 1 run. And at the end of 1 inning, it's Roxbury 1, Pope John no score. We'll be back for second inning action right after this.
Yeah, I'm missing 1. Yeah, thank you. Our Eagles stole it.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury Fields here in Roxbury, New Jersey. For Pope John Junior Lion Baseball, Mike Formisano here calling today's action as Pope John trails 1-0 heading into the top of the second inning. The Lions getting out of that inning on a strikeout and then a force play at the plate. Great play by Matthew Zolik, jumping off the mound and throwing it home to Emmett Vargo, the catcher, was able to keep his right toe on the plate as the runner raced home to no avail as Pope John got the force out and limit the damage to 1 run. So Vargo up to the plate to start the top of the second inning. The Lions looking to get that run back. Warm-up's done for the pitcher, number 8 for Roxbury. Vargo stepping up to the plate. Trentefello's number 7, Vargo number 8. And again, as I go through the season, we'll get these names and numbers down completely. But Vargo stepping in now, the catcher for Pope John. Lions looking to continue their success at the junior Lion level as we just came off a hockey season that ended in a championship and the football 13U team along with lacrosse from last year. So baseball looking to add on to the tradition. Here's the pitch in to start the second inning. It's low. Ball 1. Vargo, another right-handed hitter in this right-handed dominated lineup, or at least for the first 4 batters for Pope John. Out of pitch, low and away. Ball 2. 2-0. Vargo waits for it. Pitcher in. Low. Ball 3. You don't want to say that the bottom of the first is any turning point of a game. It's so early. However, with Pope John giving up the 1 run with 1 out, as a pitch in there called strike. And you see that they were able to get out of the inning with the bases loaded, leaving the bases loaded for Roxbury with the strikeout and then the force play at the plate. It could turn out to be a big deal for Pope John. Here's the pitch in there called strike. So full count on Vargo after he was up 3-0. Pitcher in. Fires. Swing. Foul tip. And that'll keep Vargo alive. Here's a pitch. Fouled away. Behind the Roxbury dugout. That'll remain a full count.
He can go flap his wings after, but I still need a back.
2. Not a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Vargo goes down on strikes. Breaking pitch tailing away from him. And that'll make it 1 down here in the top of the second. Now, number 9, Kay Collins up for Pope John. And again, trying to get these pronunciations right. So if I miss anything and you know about it, you want to contact me after the game or before the next game on Tuesday, just let me know. I'll be happy to go ahead and make corrections. Here's the pitch in by number 8. A little high, ball 1. Trying to set up the camera work as best as possible, too, here. 2-0.
There you go.
Now the pitch, outside. So Collins is able to work the count. And 3-0 coming in from the Roxbury pitcher. Collins takes all the way and is right down the pipe. 3-1. Now the pitch. Inside, ball 4. So Collins takes first on a walk. And that's Pope John's first base runner of the game. And so now that'll bring up pitcher number 22, Matthew Zolik. Here's the pitch. And Collins is off. Throw to second. Not in time. Collins steals second. And now Pope John has a runner in scoring position. Now to pitch in. Swing and a miss. So Zola going after that outside cheese. Runner on second. Pope John trying to tie this game up. They're down 1-0. Now to pitch. In there. Call strike. One and 2 to Zolik. Here's a pitch. Ball. 2-2. Runner on second. That's Collins. Stolen base for him after working a walk. Now to pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Zolik down on strikes, and 2 away. So that brings up number 11 for Pope John, Vincenzo Dispenseri. His pitch, inside, ball 1. A Roxbury manager calling time, granted by the umpire, and he works his way out to the mound to speak with his pitcher. Gives me a chance to set up our camera here a little better. While we're waiting, try and run down some of this schedule for Pope John. As we talked about, next Tuesday, game on the road at Rockaway. Then after that, on Thursday, April 18th at Whippany Park. The first home game for Pope John will be Monday, April 22nd versus Mount Olive. Then a home game against Heritage on Tuesday, April 30th. Friday, May 3rd, home versus Florham Park, Ridgedale Panthers. Monday, May 13th, on the road again at Lincoln Park Middle School against the Griffins. Tuesday, May 14th, home to Roxbury. Their return trip to Pope John. And the last game of the season right now on the schedule, May 22nd. Inside. It'll be the Long Valley Panthers coming up from Washington Township to take on Pope John. Dispenseri waiting. High. Oh, 3-0 to Dispenseri. Runner on second and 2 down. Now the pitch inside, and Dispenseri gets the walk. So Pope John making something happen here in this second inning. First and second, and now Matthew Staub to the plate. Staub, the first lefty batter here in the lineup for the Lions, looking to get this game tied. Here's a pitch, low and away, ball 1. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike. Cut the outside corner. Now the pitch. Low. 2-1. Collins on second. Dispenseri on first. Staub at the plate. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike. 2-2 count to Matthew Staub. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Staub chases outside the zone, and that'll end the inning. For Pope John, no runs and no hits. A couple of walks and a stolen base, but at the end of an inning and a half, it's Roxbury 1, Pope John no score. We'll be back for bottom of the second action right after this. How you doing?
How are we doing today?
Good, good.
Love to play by
Thank you so much. Appreciate
yeah,
it.
I'm sure the kids love it.
I hope so. Thank you. Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury in Roxbury, New Jersey. Just a stone's throw away from Eisenhower Middle School. For Pope John Junior Lion Baseball, Mike Formasano here, calling today's game as Pope John Junior Lions trail the Roxbury Gaels 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Zolik on the mound for Pope John. Matthew Zolik, number 22. Facing the first hitter of this inning for Roxbury. In there, called strike against number 12 for the Gaels. Zolik worked himself into some trouble there in the bottom of the first. Got away mostly unscathed. He did give up a run on a double. However, a big strikeout with the bases loaded and then a forced play at home plate by Zolik to Vargo saved the second run, and so it's kept this game 1-0. Zolik with the pitch, swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball by Zolik. That'll make the count 1-2. Zolik winds, fires, and a line into the second baseman. Caught on the fly by number 12, Andrew Bodie. Bodie making the catch on the line drive, and one down. So the batter now, number 2 for Roxbury, here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, perfect weather conditions. If you are a springtime fan, this is what you've been waiting for. It's cloudy, it's a little overcast, but the temperature is absolutely perfect. Here's the pitch by Zolik. Outside, ball 1. You can only hope that the weather continues like this as we go on throughout the season. Got a pitch outside in the dirt. One down here, bottom of the second. Roxbury with a 1-0 lead. Zolik looks into Vargo. Here's the pitch. And a liner through the hole and into left field for a base hit. And number 18 for Pope John misplays it. And so it goes past him. The runner's able to get the second. And so that'll be a single and an error on the left fielder for Pope John. So puts a runner on second there for Roxbury and number 1 to the plate. Here's a pitch. High, ball 1. 1-0, number 1 for the Gaels. Roxbury leading 1-0. Got a pitch. Swing down the left field line. That's in there for a base hit. Left fielder fields it. Holds the runner at third. Cutoff man's missed, but it goes to Vargo. Bounces off his equipment, and that's going to allow number 1 to get the second base. So, Pope John's able to prevent the run from scoring. However, the overthrow and missing the cutoff man does allow the batter to get the second on that. So, runners now at second and third. And Pope John has worked himself into some trouble here. One down here in the bottom of the second. And Roxbury threatening again. Throw to third. And it's past the third baseman and it goes to the fence. And that's going to score a run for Roxbury. So the Gaels on the inadvertent throw from Zolik to number 11, Dispensary, goes to the fence. And that allows the runner from second to move up and gives the Gaels a 2-0 lead as the runner from third comes in to score. Zolik back on the mound, looking in. Here's the pitch. A high fly ball, left center field. And a catch, no, not made by Trent Phillip. It bounced off his glove. So the runner at third had a hold, but he comes in to score. And a base hit for number 14 makes it 3-0. It's a tough play. It was a long run. Trent Phillip was able to cover the ground, but as he got there, the ball bounced off his glove. So you can score it an error, you can score it a base hit, however you want to score it. Just score it 3-0 for Roxbury. Oh, number 5 to the plate for the Gaels. Runner on first. Pickoff move by Zolik. He forces the runner back. Now the pitch by Zolik. Low and away. Ball 1. Zolik looking to try and get out of the second inning with limiting the damage to just 2 runs here. Here's the pitch. High. 2-0 count to number 5. Here's a pitch, and it hit him right in the right shoulder, and so number 5 is going to go to first base. That'll make it first and second for Roxbury with 1 down. So now the batter, number 6 for the Gaels, coming up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. 3-0 Gaels lead over the Pope John Junior Lions, and now manager Sal Dispenzieri is going to come out and talk to Zolik. You see the entire infield come in as well as the catcher. So 3-0 Roxbury leads over Pope John as we're in the bottom of the second inning. 1 down, runners on first and second. Now the conference on the mound is done. Well, actually, manager's going back to Zolik to have a few final words. Manager for Pope John, Sal Dispenzieri. And again, assistant coaches Jesse Kapolikis and Nori Goons and Vinny Intinzo. Athletic director Brian Carlson. 1 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Number 6 up to the plate for Roxbury. Zolik's still out there. He's given up 3 runs here in the first inning and the third. Outside 1-0. Runners on first and second. Now the pitch. And fouled back. Right behind us and onto the soccer field behind us. So that'll bring the count to 1-1. Like I say, it's a beautiful complex here. You got the baseball field, and then you got a soccer field behind us, and a couple of football fields, and a basketball court. The only thing they're missing is an ice rink. Here's the pitch. High. 2-1. Now the pitch. A high pop-up. Just behind the infield. And Trent Phillip comes in, makes the catch. Slides as he makes it. Good catch by Trent Phillip. And that will be the second out of the inning. 2 down now. That brings up number 13 for Roxbury. Right-handed hitter. Runners on first and second. 3-0 Gaels lead over Pope John Lions. We're in Roxbury, New Jersey. First game of the season for the Lions. They'll have a few of those before they come home. And fouled off by the Roxbury hitter. The first game at home at Pope John High School is going to be Monday, April 22nd. That's against Mount Olive. the Lions and the Marauders. But before the Lions get to that, they got today's game and a couple of more of the road battles on the 16th and 18th. And it hit him right in the shoulder on number 13. That's going to load the bases. So, for the second inning in a row, Roxbury has the bags full. And that brings up number 10 for the Gaels. The Lions were able to get out of the first inning with only just the one run after the Gaels loaded the bases. We'll see if they can make that magic happen again. Down 3-0. Zolik looks in to Vargo. Base is full. Nowhere to put him. There's the pitch. In there. Called strike. Cut the outside corner. That'll be 0-1. Again, a new addition to the Pope John Athletics channel here on Facebook Live. We're happy to do so. Baseball, middle school baseball. A pitch by Zolik. And it's to the third baseman. Fires to first in time. Good throw by Vincenzo Dispenzieri to Matthew Staub. And the Lions do get out of the inning. They gave up 2, but they leave the bases loaded. And at the end of 2 innings, it's Roxbury 3, Pope John no score. We'll be back for third inning action after this.
Let's go, defense.
Oh.
Get out there.
It's going to be on Facebook Live. So if you go ahead and go to Facebook, you look for Pope John Athletics Junior Lions, and then just click on join. And once you accept it, I'll see it. I'll go ahead and add you on. You'll be able to see it. It'll be archived on there. So yeah, usually not. Yeah. We've been doing it for the Junior Lions for about a year now, a year and a half for the other sports. Yeah, for football and lacrosse. And no, baseball. This is the first time baseball. It's going to be under Pope John Athletics Junior Lions, JR period Lions. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can't accept it right now during the stream, but after the game, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I did. Yeah, years ago. And then my kids started playing, and I just kind of got back into it. And they started filming their games, and then they kind of expanded from there. So, yeah.
I did a lot of work with Bob Sarkoska.
Oh, yeah?
So he was the water filter guy for
Oh.
HSN, but he started on radio.
Oh, okay.
And we developed a whole training program. I did HSN for my company.
Oh, all right.
We developed a whole program about selling over the radio.
Yeah.
So I could hear your voice.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Back in the dugout.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury in Roxbury, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's action as the Lions trail 3-0 going into the top of the third inning.
Coach Phil.
So the batter's going to be number 27.
Yeah. You're good, Coach. You're better.
So I have here number 17 on my roster, Louis Mazzoni. I'm going to say it's him. You got Liam Duda as number 28. So here's the pitch in over the head and 1-0. Again, we'll cement these numbers and names of the roster later on for everybody. Make sure we have everybody properly represented. Pitch in. High pop up on the infield. Pitcher's got it. 1 down. Number 8 for Roxbury making the catch. And that's 1 away.
Nice and loud, clear them out.
So the second batter will be number 18 for Pope John. And then it'll come back around to Michael Trendafelloff, who's on deck. And a pitch inside. 1-0. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. And here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Well, 1-2. Number 18 for Pope John. High.
Come back now. Come back now.
That'll be 2-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. High breaking ball. And he chased it. And so that'll be 2 away now. Oh, I was saying it was strike 2. So it's 2-2 now. Not a pitch. Low. No, in there. Call strike 3. Cut the outside corners and dip down. And so now that's strike 3. And so it's 2 away now for Pope John here in the top of the 3rd. And the batter will be Michael Trendafelloff. It's 0 for 1 today. Here's a pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Now the pitch by number 8. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Check that 1-1. Swing and a miss. And that'll bring the count to 1-2. Now the wind. Pitch by number 8. In there. Called strike 3. And a clean inning for Roxbury. They're able to get out unscathed. And so after 2.5, it remains Roxbury 3, Pope John, no score. We'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd right after this.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Crazy weather. Coach, I got some change. I got it.
Oh, yeah. Trying to add baseball, lacrosse, trying to get all these. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, broke off.
Okay. Hey, make sure we're ready to go. If you're not on deck, you shouldn't be outside the dugout.
Do that later. That's okay. That's what happens when you leave it on there.
You know what the score is?
It's 3-0 Roxbury.
3-0?
Yeah.
Box moves. You're good. I'll go out there. Thanks.
Welcome back to Township of Roxbury for Pope John Junior Lion Baseball. Mike Formasano along with you, calling today's action. Bottom of the third inning now, as the Lions trail Roxbury 3-0. And a new pitcher in the game for Pope John is going to be number 9, Kay Collins. So Collins in for the Lions in relief of Matthew Zolik. You have 3 runs in 2 innings, and the Gaels are leading 3-0. Sorry, but the camera work there during the innings. Tried to hang the camera on the fence as I went to check on the roster and fell off. So, seem to have everything working now. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Oh, no, 0-2 count on the batter for Roxbury. Collins looks in. Here's the pitch. Low. That'll bring it to 1-2. We got some confirmations on the names at the bottom of the roster we're talking about for the lineup for Pope John. In just a minute, I'll give it to you. Pitched outside by Collins. Number 27 is Vincenzo Dispenzieri, and number 11 is Vincenzo Ciliberti, or Vincent Dispenzieri. That's what it was. As I saw the roster before, it was throwing me as you had Vincent and Vincenzo. So it's Vincent Dispenzieri, 27. Vincenzo Ciliberti, number 11. So full count. Got a pitch. In there, called strike 3. And the Roxbury batter couldn't believe it. He was on his way to first. And the umpire punches him out. So he goes back to the dugout. 1 down. And that'll bring up number 24 for the Gaels. A 3-0 lead for Roxbury over Pope John here in the bottom of the third. First pitch by Collins, the ball. 1-0. Now the pitch. Outside. Grounded to short. Under the glove of the Pope John shortstop, number 6, Ryan Shapolsky. And so that'll be an error. And Roxbury has a runner on. So, tough break for Shapolsky. And that puts a runner on for the Gaels. Here's the pitch, number 12, a tie. 1-0. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. Collins looks the runner back to first base. In the stretch, the pitch, fouled away. One and two. Now the pitch, outside. And that'll bring it to 2-2. 2-2 count to number 12 for Roxbury. Gaels lead 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1 run in the first on a double, and 2 runs plated in the Bottom of the second inning by the Gaels. Now the pitch by Collins. Grounded to second. Do they have enough for the double play? No. Second baseman's going to go to first, and they record the out. Good play by number 12, Andrew Bodie, to get the runner at first. But the Roxbury Gale, who was on first, is able to advance to second, number 24. So, runner on second. Two down here, bottom of the third. Runner in scoring position for the Gaels. Collins trying to keep the score at 3-0. Here's the pitch. Ball. Now the pitch. And a pop-up. Second baseman Bodie after it. Can't get it. Just out of his reach. And so the runner coming home, and the right fielder flubbed it. And it comes in, so Roxbury's going to be able to score. A base hit and an RBI for number 2 for Roxbury. And that'll make the score 4-0. So now number 9 into the game for Roxbury, supplanting number 2 after he gets the base hit and the RBI to make it 4-0. Outside, ball 1. Now the pitch. And that's a ball, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And I'll bring the count to 2-1. Runner on first. 2 down. Now Collins with the pitch. Outside. Nope. Cut the outside corner. And again, I just got to be patient and wait for the umpire to make the call. 2-2. Now the pitch, runner goes, and strike 3. Outside corner, Collins gets the K, and Pope John out of the inning, but not before Roxbury adds to their lead. The Gaels tally 1, and after 3 innings, it's 4-0 Roxbury over Pope John. We'll be back with 4th inning action right after this.
You're going to hit and then come out.
Welcome back to Pope John Junior Lion Baseball here Top of the fourth inning. The Lions trail the Roxbury Gaels 4-0. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. Thanks so much for joining us as Andrew Bodie, second baseman for the Lions, will take his turn at bat. Roxbury scoring 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 more in the third for their 4-0 lead. The Lions looking to get back into it here in this top of the fourth. Number 8 with the pitch, blowing away, outside. Again, he's gone the whole way for the Gaels. Here's the pitch, blowing outside. Now the pitch, in there, called strike. So Bodie waits for the pitch. And a windup. There it is. Outside. Action now in the Roxbury bullpen. Number 22 heading out there with catcher number 21. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike. Cut the outside corner.
Do it again.
Bodie steps back in, full count. Now the pitch, and a line to second. Second baseman fires to first in time, and that's 1 down. So good shot by Bodie right to the second baseman, and he's able to make the play. So 1 down here in the top of the fourth inning, and so that'll bring up number 6, Ryan Sapolsky.
Watch it. Never know.
Here's the pitch. Outside. Nope. Called. And it's where I'm standing. That's why. Because I'm looking at it. To me, it says I'm not directly behind the home plate. It's looking like it's outside. I just want to call it. But it cut the corner, and the umpire gave him the call, and so on 1. Now the pitch, low and away. 1-1. It's Pope John's first game of the season. Now the pitch, liner to second. Second baseman fields it. Fires to first in time. And Ryan Sapolsky out on a 4-3. So 2 down, and that will bring up the catcher, number 8, Emmett Vargo. 2 outs here, top of the fourth. Roxbury with a 4-0 lead. Now the pitch, in the dirt, ball 1. Vargo waits for the pitch. Pair of number 8 squaring off against each other. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike.
All day right there.
Now the pitch. In the dirt.
Good work, Pete.
It's the ball to Vargo. Trying to start something for the Lions. So down by 4 with 2 outs here in the fourth. Now the pitch. Low and away.
Just missed.
3-1 count to Vargo. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Low. And a walk for Emmett Vargo. So the Lions getting a base runner here in the top of the 4th. And that will bring up number 9, Kay Collins. And now the Roxbury manager coming out to the mound, calls time. And it looks like we may have a pitching change. Well, no signal yet. As he's speaking to his pitcher. Again, this is the first game of the season for Pope John. Next Tuesday, they'll be on the road again against Rockaway. And then on next Thursday, Whippany Park. So 3 road games for the Lions before they return home for their home opener on April 22nd, and that'll be against Mount Olive. So Collins coming up to the plate.
Start us off. Okay, let's go.
Runner on first is Vargo. Collins with the orange bat. Now the pitcher from the stretch. Low. Ball 1.
Come on, 9.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Collins may have been looking fastball there. Breaking pitch. He swung underneath it. And the pitch. Strike 2.
Hey, he's doing his job. Do yours. Let's go.
1-2 to Collins. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Runner on first. 1-2. Low and in the dirt. And that will allow Vargo to get the second. And the throw goes into center field, but not too far, as the center fielder is right on top of it. So Vargo gets the stolen base. Puts the runner in scoring position for Pope John. We'll see if Collins can drive him home.
Let's bring your boy in. Come on.
Vargo on second. Collins at the plate. Here's a pitch. In there. Call strike.
All right, head up, chin up. Let's go.
And that's it. Strikeout on Kay Collins, and that ends the inning. So, end of 3.5. Roxbury leads Pope John 4-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th right after this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yeah, he's already won. Well run. Let's go. Stay in this.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury in Roxbury, New Jersey, northern New Jersey, for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's game. Thanks so much for joining us here on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon in northern New Jersey. Springtime is hit, and we are definitely in the middle of it. So, game number 1 of the season for Pope John. And again, let's go over the roster just so get the kids' names out there. And we start with number 12, Andrew Bodie. Number 10 is James Bortnick. Number 9, Kay Collins. Number 11 is Vincenzo Siliberti. Number 27 is Vincent Dispensieri. 28, Liam Duda. 20 is Jake Kloss. 17, Louis Mazzoni. 6, Ryan Shapolsky. 15, Matthew Staub. 7, Michael Trendafiloff. 8, Emmett Vargo. 22 is Matthew Zolik. Number 23 is Ronnie Ziegler. Manager for the Pope John Junior Lions is Sal Dispensieri. Assistant coach is Jesse Kopalakis. I gotta make sure I get these names right afterwards. Nori Goons and Vinny Tinzo. The athletic director is Brian Carlson, and I am Mike Formasano. We are here live at the Township of Roxbury Fields, just a stone's throw away from Eisenhower Middle School, where the home team, the Roxbury Gaels, go to school. Road game for Pope John here, and they are trailing in the bottom of the fourth, 4-0. Collins out for his second inning of work, and new catcher in the game is number 12, Andrew Bodie. Bodie moves from second base into the catcher spot. Here's the pitch in to number 14 for Roxbury. It's inside, 1-0. Collins fires. Ball, a little high.
Take it down a little.
Now the pitch, and a grounder to short. Shortstop Fields fires to first in time. Nice play by Ryan Shapolsky, and the throw to Matthew Staub is good, and one down here in the bottom of the fourth. So that'll bring up number 5 for Roxbury. Collins looks in. Inside. 1-0. Now the pitch. Over the head of the batter, and that'll be 2-0. Collins with the pitch. High, ball 3. Probably a little inside as well, so. Collins up against it now, 3-0 to number 5. Inside, ball 4. So, number 5 works a walk on 4 pitches. That'll bring up number 6 for Roxbury. Here's a pitch by Collins. In there, called strike. Collins finds the outside part of the plate, 0-1. The ball gets away, and that'll allow the runner for Roxbury to go to second. So number 5 goes from first to second, and now another runner in scoring position for the Gaels. Now the ball was in the dirt. Bodie tried to block it, just slipped past him. Collins with the wind. Liner to the second base, underneath the second baseman's glove, and a base hit. Now the run comes in for Roxbury as number 5 touches the plate, and it's 5-0 Gaels over the Lions. A bad break for Zolik, who's playing second base now. Diving effort, just got underneath the glove, and a base hit for Roxbury. 5-0 Gaels over the Lions. Here's the pitch by Collins. Outside, 1-0. See, I'm learning patience here. I'm learning to wait until I see the signal from the umpire. I want to call it a strike, and I got to wait. Here's the shot by number 13 to the shortstop. Shapolsky flips to second and gets the force. Nice play by Ryan Shapolsky. And Pope John's able to get the out on the force play. 6-4 in your book. So number 10 up to the plate. Still a runner on first for Roxbury here in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 5-0 Gaels over the Pope John Lions. Pitch is high, 1-0. Now the pitch, and a high pop-up on the infield. Who's going to be? It's going to be number 22, Matthew Zolik, makes the catch, and that's the end of the inning. So, Roxbury tallies another run. And after 4 innings, it'll be Roxbury 5, Pope John no score. We'll be back for 5th inning action right after this.
On the mound.
22?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank you. So, what's going on? Top of the 5th. Yeah. 5. Yeah. No, no problem. No problem. I'm trying to pick it all up myself.
Game changer's not working.
Yeah.
Everybody's lost.
Welcome back to the Township at Roxbury Ballfield here in Roxbury, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game. Thanks so much for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon in early spring. Couldn't be a better place. 68, 69 degrees, a little overcast, but we'll take it. What we won't take, if you're a Pope John fan, is the score. But it's 5-0. Roxbury leads, and Pope John's going to look to try and get back into the game now. New pitcher on the mound for the Gaels. This could be number 22, Dana, filling in for number 8, who went 4 innings and no runs given up. That was Mashiga. So Dana into the game for Roxbury. Just have last names off their roster, so we try and throw them in as much as possible, but try and focus more on the Pope John roster with the names and numbers until I can get more of a lineup for everybody involved. So for the Lions, we have number 22, Matthew Zolik, who's going to lead off here in the top of the 5th inning. 5-0 Roxbury leads over the Pope John Lions. This is only game number 1, however. The Lions do have 2 more on the road before returning home for the first home game of the season, and that'll be on Monday, April 22nd, taking on Mount Olive. No, Dan is done with his warm-up pitches, and we'll start the top of the 5th inning. And again, my thanks to the coaches and the managers for both Pope John and for Roxbury, as well as the umpires, for allowing us to be able to film and get the game out to you today. And again, it's great to be able to add baseball to our coverage here on the Pope John Athletic Channel, as we've covered lacrosse, football, basketball, and now hockey. And we have baseball to add to the mix. So number 22, Matthew Zolik, against number 22, Dana, for Roxbury to start the top of the 5th inning. This will be a new look for Pope John here, as the lefty winds up and fires low and away. Ball 1. The rule is 7 innings here at the middle school level, so John's going to have to work quickly to get back into this game. Down 5-0. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0. So, Lions looking to get the leadoff man on. Working from there. Now the pitch. High. Ball 3. Hitters count for Zolik, 3-0. Swing and a miss, 3-1. Well, Zolik had the green light there, and he went for it. Here's a pitch. In there, called strike. Caught the inside corner. Zolik didn't like it. Full count. Now the pitch. High, ball 4. So, after getting the count full, the Roxbury pitcher, number 22, loses the Pope John, number 22, Zolik, and a leadoff walk for the Lions. So now, up to the plate, number 11, Vincenzo Siliberti. Again, my apologies for earlier trying to figure out. I saw Vincent Dispenzieri on the roster, and then I heard somebody saying Vincenzo, and it made me think that his name was Vincenzo. So, long story. Figure it out as we go along. Throw to first, and Zolik is back in time. Leadoff man on here in the top of the 5th for the Lions. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. 1-1. Siliberti, right-handed batter. Also plays football for Pope John. Here's a pitch over Siliberti's head, so that'll make it 2-1. Again, many of these kids are multi-star athletes. Play football, baseball, basketball, wrestling, hockey. Ronnie Ziegler was on the hockey team earlier this season. Outside. The Lions just trying to get base runners on. Down 5-0. Still got 3 innings to work with, so. Now the pitch. Outside. Siliberti back into the box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Siliberti steps out, trying to regroup. Full count on number 11. Runner on first. No outs here in the top of the 5th. Outside, ball 4, and Siliberti works a walk, and so now Pope John has something going here in the top of the 5th. Get the first 2 runners on, and that'll bring out Matthew Staub. And now the Roxbury manager heading to the mound for conference with his pitcher. And Staub heading over to the third base coach. Again, the Lions, 3 games on the road to start the season tonight. Well, this afternoon, I should say. The lights are starting to come on, at least in the parking lot with cars, and it's starting to get darker. Not as dark as the solar eclipse the other day, obviously. New Jersey, unfortunately, wasn't in the path of totality, but close enough. It was like 94%, I think. Could be wrong. 3 games on the road for Pope John before they have their home opener on April 22nd. If you have a chance to get out to watch them, please do so. They'll be taking on Mount Olive. We're going to try and cover as many games on the schedule as possible. We're doing the baseball this spring as well as boys lacrosse. And if there's a way to fit in possibly girls softball, girls lacrosse, we'll do that as well. Try and check my schedule, see what we're allowed to do, what being able to get to each game will allow for me to be able to cover. So, 0-1 on stop, lefty on lefty. Here's a pitch inside. 1-1.
Get the arm up and go. Come on.
I think we found a good view here behind home plate in between the wire mesh fence And all baseball fields at this level have these. In there, call strike. It's 1-2.
Hey, let's go. Use it. One ball. Two strikes. Come on, two.
So 1-2 to Staub. Runners on first and second. Now the pitch. In there, called strike 3. Staub goes down looking. And that's 1 out. Now number 28, Liam Duda, up for Pope John.
Thank you.
Duda, a right-handed batter. First and second, top of the 5th. In there, called strike. Cut the outside corner. 0-1. 1 out here, top of the 5th. Zolik on second. Celebrity on first. Outside. Maybe low. 1-1. On the count, 1-1 to Duda. Down to number 22 for Roxbury with the pitch. Ball 2. 2-1 to Duda. Now the pitch. High, ball 3. 3-1 to Liam Duda. Pope John wants to try and get on the board here in this inning. So running out of innings. Top of the 5th. 1 down. Here's the pitch. And Duda works a walk. So, bases are loaded for Pope John. And now number 17 up to the plate, Louis Mazzoni. So Mazzoni's number, as I said earlier in the game, I thought maybe it would be 27. It is. It's 17. So Mazzoni, left-handed bat, with the bases full, and Pope John down 5-0. The best chance in the game so far to get on the board. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Dana just blew that by Mazzoni. We'll see what kind of adjustments he can make. Outside, and a good play by the catcher, number 2, to make sure that didn't get to the backstop. Now the pitch. In there, called strike on Mazzoni. So 1-2. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Best opportunity in the game for Pope John right here. And it's behind Mazzoni. He goes to the backstop. And here comes Zolik. And he scores. Pope John's on the board. It's now 5-1. So Zolik races in from third on the wild pitch. And now Pope John is able to tally 1 on the scoreboard. And it'll make it 2nd and 3rd now. Mazzoni's still in the box. 2-2 count when we return to action. The umpire cleaning home plate. It's Ciliberti on third. Duda on second. Mazzoni in the box. 2-2 count. 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Pope John has just tallied their first run of the game. Now the pitch, fouled away behind us. Over the backstop, out of play.
Come on, Deacon.
Now the pitch. Outside. 3-2. So Mazzoni works to count full. He could take a walk and not force in a run, as the wild pitch has already done that. Pitcher steps off, checks on third base, making sure he doesn't get any kind of big lead out there. 3-2 to Mazzoni. Now the pitch. Outside, ball 4. And Mazzoni works a walk, and the bases are full once again. And the top of the order for Pope John, Michael Trendafiloff, in a big spot. He is the tying run up to the plate. Now the Roxbury manager back out to the mound, and got some activity in the bullpen. Number 9 racing out there now for Roxbury. We'll take a break as Roxbury goes ahead and plans their attack. We are gonna have a pitching change. So pitching change for Roxbury. We'll be right back. Pope John threatening, down 5-1, but they got the bases loaded with one out here in the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back right after this. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury Fields, and the ball field here just outside of Eisenhower Middle School in Roxbury, New Jersey. Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano calling today's game. Thank you so much. And if you're just joining us, this is the beauty of baseball. For 4 innings, Pope John was being handled pretty easily by Roxbury, down 5-0. And now in the top of the 5th inning, Pope John with a rally. They've loaded the bases. They've already played in 1 run, and now Michael Trendafiloff is in the box and represents the tying run. So pitching change for Roxbury, number 13 on the mound, a right-hander, and Trendafiloff with the bases full, and he represents the tying run with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Siliberti's on third, Duda's on second, and Mazzoni on first. Here's the pitch low. Gets away from the catcher. And here comes number 11 for Pope John. Vincenzo Siliberti scores the run. And Pope John now cuts the lead to 5-2. In the process, Duda moves up to third. And Mazzoni to second. So now second and third again. And Trendafiloff, he has a base open, but he still represents the tying run. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here's what Trendafiloff could do as well. You know, a base hit will make it a 1-run game. So he doesn't need to hit a 3-run homer. Doesn't need to tie the game on 1 swing. Now the pitch. Foul tip. Oh, it hit the umpire. Ooh. He walks it off. I don't know how the umpires do it. without any padding back there. Years ago, you had the umpires back in the American League and Major League Baseball had that big balloon in front. They don't do that anymore, and I'll tell you, it's dangerous business being back there. But it's walking it off, looks okay, and that's good to see. Good. Thumbs up from the umpire, and that's good. All right, so foul tip by Trent fell off, and count remains 1-2. Second and third. Now the pitch. Strike 3. Trent fell off, takes that looking, and so now 2 down, and that will bring up Andrew Bodie. Bodie, number 12 for Pope John. Second and third, 2 down. The Lions have already scored twice here in this top of the 5th. We'll see if they can add to it. Now the pitch, low and away, ball 1. And again, a good play by number 2 to keep that from going to the backstop and having Duda race home. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. 2-1 to Bodie. Now the pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2-2 to Bodie with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Pope John with a couple of runners in scoring position. And they can really cut into the Roxbury lead with a base hit here. Inside, ball 3. So Bodie's worked the count full.
Hey, don't give up. Let's go.
Big batter of the game here. Here's a pitch. Swing. Nope. Got a piece of it? Well, no, he didn't. And it went back to the backstop. The run's going to score. And Bodie gets to first. So a strikeout, but it went in the dirt. And he's able to advance to first. And on the play, Duda scores. And Mazzoni goes to third. And Pope John now with runners on the corners. It's 5-3. So in a play that you don't see all too often in baseball, a strikeout, but he gets past the catcher, goes to the backstop, and Pope John capitalizes. And now Ryan Shapolsky has got the tying runs on base. He represents the go-ahead run. 5-3. Pope John has cut into the Roxbury lead here. Here's the pitch. Grounder through the hole to the third baseman. He's able to field it. Fires to first in the dirt. Safe! And the runner gets to third, and Pope John scores their 4th run of the game. So Shapolsky is able to beat out the throw that was in the dirt, and Pope John has cut the lead to 5-4 as Mazzoni scores. And now the tying run, only 90 feet away, in the person of Andrew Bodie. First and third, 2 outs, and here is number 8, Emmett Vargo. What a comeback by Pope John here in this 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And on the pitch, number 6, Ryan Shapolsky takes second. So now runners in scoring position, second and third. It's 0-1 to Vargo. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Vargo trying to catch up to that fastball by number 13. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Well, Roxbury gets out of it, and they still maintain a lead. But Pope John hangs a 4 spot on the board. And after 4.5 innings, it's the Roxbury Gaels leading the Pope John Lions, only now by a count of 5-4. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th right after this.
Not the first time that's happened. It always shakes you up.
How you doing?
Part of the job, right?
I know. I hear you.
part of the hobby.
Yeah, you're right. Remember back in the day, the American League umpires had that big balloon.
You know why they got rid of that?
No, why?
They didn't want any chance of somebody saying the umpire deflected the ball in a certain direction.
Oh.
You know, they didn't. The balloon was great because you know you could do that, but you know, deflected away from the fielders.
Wasn't it just the American League you did it?
They
National
did that
League
in
right?
the professionals. Yes,
Yeah.
it was the American League. But yeah, they you get all this, and sometimes there's that
Finds a
little
spot
between the belt buckle and the bottom of the chest protector.
Yeah.
This one got me on the chest protector,
Oof.
but it stung. It knocked the wind out of me for just a split second.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Not the first time, won't be the last.
I know. Well, good job.
I'll tell them.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury ball field in Roxbury, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's game, and what a game this has turned into. Pope John's down 5-0 after 4 innings. They've cut the lead to 5-4. New pitcher in the game for the Lions, number 10, James Bortnick. And so we start the bottom of the 5th with number 11 for Roxbury up to the dish. So now your battery is James Bortnick to Andrew Bodie. We start the bottom of the 5th. We'll see if Pope John can hold Roxbury at bay. You know, one of the things that you see in sports, especially in baseball, if you're able to cut into an opponent's lead, the last thing you want to do is give runs right back. In there, called strike. So nice curveball by James Bortnick, and it's 0-1. Outside, ball 1.
Hey, just be back and ready. Right?
Now the pitch, and a high pop-up. Left fielder under it makes the catch. 1 down. A fly ball out to left field, and the left fielder for Pope John able to handle that rather easily. 1 away, and that brings up number 24 for Roxbury. Bortnick looks in. Now the pitch. High, ball 1. Now the pitch. In there, called strike. 1-1. Now Bortnick with the pitch. Strike 2. Nice pitch down the middle. 1-2 with 1 down. Bortnick looking to make quick work of Roxbury here in the bottom of the 5th and turn the table back over for the Pope John offense. Foul tip right in front of us. And whereas we have this shield of the fence, the umpire did not have that. So I'm glad I'm behind the fence here. Two strikes on the batter. Right through the middle to the shortstop. Fields fires in the dirt, and it gets past. Make the play, but the throw was in the dirt, and so Staub wasn't able to scoop it up. Well, the batter is now number 12. Here's a pitch outside. Ball 1. Now the pitch, ball 2. 2-0 count to number 12. Here's the pitch. In there, call strike. 2-1. Bortnick checks the signs. Now the pitch. Through the middle and base hit. So that'll make it first and second now as number 12 with the hit through the middle and to the outfield. And so now number 2 up to the plate for Roxbury. Couple runners on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now the pitch by Bortnick. Outside, ball 1. In there, called strike. 1-1. John trying to get out of this bottom of the 5th without giving back any runs that they scored in the top of the inning. High, ball 2. Roxbury and Pope John here. Tuesday afternoon in April. Now the pitch. Outside. Now the pitch. In there. Called strike. Full count. Big batter for Bortnick to be able to get here if he can get this 3rd strike. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Bortnick sends down the batter for Roxbury. And now 2 down. And that brings up number 1. Here's a pitch. Ball. Now the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-0 to number 1 for Roxbury. First and second, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bortnick with the pitch. In there, called strike. Oh, nice velocity by Bortnick there. The line is second. Underneath the glove of Zolik. The throw to first. Did he get him? He got him! He got him! Great throw by Zolik, recovering from the fumble on the throw. And he gets the runner at first by a hair. So Pope John does get out of the bottom of the 5th, unscored on. And so after 5, Roxbury holds a slim 5-4 lead on the Pope John Lions. With the Lions tied up in the 6th, come back and see. We'll be back right after this. Huh? Sorry. Thank you. That's fun. Is it 6 innings or 7? It is 7? Okay. Try to make sure I have enough battery. Down to 20%. I have an external, but make it difficult if we do that. We should be able to make it through 2 innings, so we'll see. Huh?
Mike, if you get a break from
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury Field in Roxbury, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Baseball. Mike Formisano here calling today's action. And if you're just joining us, you came in at the right time, as Pope John was trailing 5-0 after 4 innings. But the Lions put a 4 spot on the board in the top of the 5th and have cut the Roxbury Gale lead to 5-4. They didn't give it back in the bottom of the 5th. A great play from the second baseman, Matthew Zolik, throwing out the batter at first and getting him by a hair and making sure Roxbury didn't score in that bottom of the 5th. So now the Lions looking for the tying run here in the top of the 6th. We go 7 at this level. And so number 10, James Bortnick, the pitcher for the Lions, is leading off. Number 13 on the mound for Roxbury. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1, and through the backstop. And knocks my camera loose, so we'll take it back up. Yep. There we go. It would have held if my upper bar stayed on there, but that broke earlier in the game. So when the ball hit the backstop, it knocked us out of alignment. So 1-1. We'll try and set the camera back up here. It's positioned perfectly, but now we have to readjust. So just a sec. Here's the pitch and fouled away by Bortnick. So 1-2. We'll have to order a new stick to be able to accommodate the phone camera. 1-2. In there, called strike 3. Oh, Bortnick goes down looking, and it's 1 away. So now the starting pitcher for the game, now playing second base for Pope John, is Matthew Zolik. He's up at the dish. 1 down here in the top of the 6th. (5-4), Roxbury leads by a run. Here's the pitch, down low, 1-0. Now number 13 deals. Liner through the middle and into center field. The base hit by Matthew Zolik. And so now the Lions with a rally going. Runner on first, 1 down, and the tying run at first base. Now number 11, Vincenzo Ciliberti up at the plate. Big spot in the game for Vincenzo Ciliberti. Runner on first, 1 down. Top of the 6th. Roxbury 5, Pope John 4. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Starting to get a little darker out here as we head into the evening hour. Got a pitch inside on Ciliberti, 1-1. Zolik on first, 1 down, 1-1 to Ciliberti. Low, ball 2. Two and 1 to Ciliberti. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Count goes even. Now the pitch. Low and away. 3-2. Count goes full. Here's the pitch. High, ball 4. And Siliberti draws a walk. And now the tying run goes down to second. First and second, one down. And Matthew Staub up for the Lions. Staub, a left-handed hitter. Runner in scoring position. Low in the dirt. Good save by number 2, the catcher for Roxbury. Make sure that it didn't get by behind him. Or else Pope John would have been able to advance both runners. 1-0. High, ball 2. Good eye by Staub. He's able to gain the advantage in the count now. 2-0. Now the pitch, fouled away. Over the dugout on the third base side. Out of play. 2-1. Now the pitch. Low, ball 3. 3-1 to Staub. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. Staub draws a walk, and the bases are loaded. And here comes number 28, Liam Duda. One down here in the top of the 6th. Nowhere to put Duda. And Roxbury's going to go for a conference on the mound. The bases are full. Nowhere to put Liam Duda as the Lions trail by just a run here in the top of the 6th inning. Now the conference is over. Roxbury sticking with their pitcher, number 13. And Liam Duda walking up to the plate. A great opportunity for the Lions to come back from 5 down. Tying run on third base. All the bases full. Nowhere to put Duda. One down here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike. Cut the inside corner. Duda didn't like it. 0-1. Now the pitch. Fouled off by Duda. 0-2. So Duda back in the box. 0-2 count. In there, called strike 3. Cut the inside corner right around the knees. Duda didn't like it, but 2 outs. And so now it falls to Louis Mazzoni. Mazzoni up with the bases full. 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Now the pitch. Strike 1. Number 13 for Roxbury finding the outside part of the plate there. 0-1 to Mazzoni. Low, ball 1. 1-1 to Mazzoni. Solik on third. Tying run, just 90 feet away. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And so, number 13 for Roxbury. 1 strike away from getting out of this jam and keeping the Gaels' lead intact. It's 5-4. Roxbury over Pope John. Full bases loaded, I should say. In the dirt. He gets away. It gets away. Here comes Zolik. And he scores a tying run. And Pope John has come all the way back to tie the score at 5. With that wild pitch, number 11, Vincenzo Ciliberti moves up to third base, and now the go-ahead run is at third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Mazzoni goes down, but not before Pope John ties the game on a wild pitch. And after 5.5 innings, we are deadlocked 5 apiece between Pope John and Roxbury. We'll be back for the bottom of the 6th right after this.
You guys should be on it, though. AJ.
When we get on, lefty leads, right? Take an extra step.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury Field in Roxbury, New Jersey, just outside of Eisenhower Middle School for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. As we start the bottom of the 6th inning, ball goes to the backstop, and it hit number 14 on the toe, and so he's going to be awarded first base. So, number 10, James Bortnick, hits the batter, and Roxbury now with the go-ahead run in the position of number 14. He's on first.
Let's go, Frank. Come on. Good read here.
Now, runner on first. Tie score, 5-5. You have tuned in to one heck of a game as Pope John with a 5-run comeback in both the 5th and 6th innings. We're in the bottom of the 6th. We're deadlocked at 5. 1-0. Here's the pitch. 2-0 to number 5 for Roxbury. Roxbury bench getting excited as well as their contingent. High pop-up into left field. Left fielder for Pope John is calling for it. Makes the catch. And so number 17, Louis Mazzoni, able to put that one away. And there's one down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Roxbury was scoring at will earlier in this game, plating 1 in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, another 1 in the 3rd and 4th. And they had a 5-0 lead going into the 5th inning. But then Pope John turned things around as the ball gets away from the catcher, number 12, Andrew Bodie, and that allows number 14 to get to second base. So now the Gaels, who have let a 5-run lead evaporate, are looking to get on the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 6th and reclaim their lead. Number 6 at the plate. It's 1-0. One down here in the bottom of the 6th. Bortnick with the pitch. Low. No, cut the corner. And again, you got to be patient here. Not trying to call the game myself as far as the balls and strikes, so just a little eager, I guess. And that's in there. Strike 2. So Bortnick 1 strike away from putting away number 6 here and locking down the second out of the bottom of the 6th. Here's a pitch in the dirt. Good cover. Runner goes to third. He's in there. So Bodie was able to smother the ball. But by the time he picked it up, 14 was almost to third base. The throw didn't beat him. And 14's able to get to third and move to within 90 feet of score. It's probably closer to 90 feet at this level. High. So runner on third, 1 down here in the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 count. Here's a pitch. And a liner to left field. It's over the head of Mazzotti, and that's going to give Roxbury a 6-5 lead. A big-time double for Roxbury, and they take a 6-5 lead, gaining the advantage back over Pope John. Well, now, number 13 at the plate for the Gaels. A double for Roxbury gives them the lead back, 6-5. Here's a pitch. High, ball 1. So number 6 with the double, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, has given Roxbury a 6-5 lead. Now the pitch, right back to the pitcher, to Bortnick, and he's got the runner off second, and a double play. Great reaction by James Bortnick, makes the catch at the liner up the middle, and gets the double up at second. So, last chance for Pope John. We head to the top of the 7th. It's Roxbury 6, Pope John Lions 5. We'll be back for the top of the 7th right after this.
I got you. Hey, one to do it. Let's go. All right. See it all the way in.
Welcome back to the Township of Roxbury Fields here in Roxbury, New Jersey for Pope John Junior Lion Middle School Baseball. Mike Formasano here calling today's action, and you have missed a good one if you're just joining us now, but we'll have the replay on the Pope John Athletics Junior Lions page, and it'll be archived there for posterity, so you'll be able to see the comeback for Pope John and be able to come all the way back from a 5-0 deficit and tie the game at 5. Unfortunately for the Lions, Roxbury took the lead in the bottom of the 6th and are now up 6-5 and looking to close the Lions out. They'll have to get through Michael Trendafiloff, number 7, who leads off for Pope John. We're in the top of the 7th. It's Roxbury 6, Pope John 5 as Trendafiloff steps into the box. Number 13 still on the mound for Roxbury. And Trendafiloff shows bunt. Pulls back, and the ball's outside. 1-0.
Right there, just in case.
1-0 to Trendafiloff. Bunts it down the third base line. It'll stay fair. No. Foul ball. So it just rolled foul. It was a great bunt by trying to fell off, but it just rolled foul. And had that been able to stay fair, the Lions would have had the tying run on with no outs. So we'll see if Trenton Phillip tries again or if he's going to swing away. 1-1. Squares the bunt. Lays it down. A good one. The fifth pitcher Fields fires to first. In time. Number 13, like a cat, jumps on the ball. Probably found a little too much grass. And by the time he picked it up, Trenton Phillip was only about 3/4 of the way down the line. So beats him by about a step, maybe a step and a half. And so one down here in the top of the seventh. Good attempt by Trenton Phillip. However, not enough time to get down the first base line. So here is number 12, Andrew Bodie at the plate with one down. Inside, ball one. Lions with a very impressive comeback. But will it be all for naught? Swing and a fly ball to left field. Over the head of left fielder number 10. And there's Bodie going to second. The throw in, the slide, safe. Bodie with a double. And Pope John has a tying run at second base. What a shot by Andrew Bodie. And he's able to get into second. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be. A testament to the left fielder and his arm. Gets the throw in, but Bodie slides underneath it. And so now with one out, it's up to Ryan Shapolsky to try and drive Andrew Bodie home and tie this game at 6. Top of the seventh inning. We play 7 here at the middle school level. The last chance for Pope John to tie this score. In the dirt. It gets past the catcher. And there goes Bodie. He's at third, standing. So now the tying run for Pope John again at third base. One out. Shapolsky at the plate. Here's a pitch. In there, called strike. Win or lose, this comeback by Pope John has been a great watch today. Here's a pitch. High pop-up. It's in foul territory. Enough room for the catcher, and he makes the catch. And now the runner at third, he wants to make sure that he holds him. And that's going to bring up number 8, Emmett Vargo, as the Lions' last hope. Good catch by the catcher behind home plate. And now Vargo with 2 outs and a runner on third, trying to tie the score once again.
Let's go, be ready.
Come on. All right, T, you gotta take it if you have it.
Here's a pitch.
Straight up.
Foul up. Will he have enough room? And he makes the catch. Number 2 is able to record the final 2 outs of the game. And Roxbury puts this one away. 6-5 over Pope John. So a great comeback from the Lions. And they put a runner on third here in the final inning. But it wasn't to be, as Roxbury Gaels show some resiliency. After coughing up a 5-0 lead, they're able to score in the bottom of the 6th inning and take the game 6-5 over Pope John. Great effort by both teams. And I'll tell you what a comeback by Pope John, just not to be, as Roxbury's able to find a way to score the winning run in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lions had their chances. They'll get to do it again. This is only game 1 of the season. They will hit the road again next Tuesday and take on Rockaway. Please join us for that. And also, if you are into lacrosse and you're a lacrosse fan, the Pope John Junior Lions lacrosse team will be starting their season on Sunday at the Riverlax Tournament in Milford, Pennsylvania. And there'll be 4 games on the schedule for that Sunday, and that will be the start of the lacrosse season. So, for Pope John, a good comeback, just not to be today as they fall to the Roxbury Gaels 6-5. For everyone here at the Township of Roxbury ball fields in Roxbury, New Jersey, it's Mike Formisano saying thanks for joining us. Final score once again, Roxbury defeats Pope John 6-5. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Great job back here. Kept me in